Hello guys, my name is Shushwas Aitan. I hope you all are doing fine. So today's problem for Leetcode is maximum sum circular subarray. The problem number is 918, which is medium, and so many lakhs 4.2k. Okay. The problem says given a circular integer array of nums of length n, return the maximum possible sum of an non-empty subarray of nums. Okay, so what is circular array? A circular array means the end of an array is connected to the beginning of an array. Okay, formally the next element of an nums I is nums I plus 1 remainder of, and we have to find the remainder of this. Okay, and the previous element for n number of I is num I minus 1 plus n remainder of n. Okay, a subarray may only include each element of a fixed buffer nums at most once. Okay, formally for the subarray nums I and till j, they does not exist I is less than or equal to k of 2 and k of 2 is less than or equal to j with k1 remainder n is equal to k2 remainder 2. Okay, we will understand this problem. What does this problem says? So in this problem, what it says here, so if we go from here, and if we go here maximum subarray will be how much? Here the maximum subarray will be equal to 7. But in this case it is a continuous array, circular array. So what does this does? After 5 it will connect again to the first digit. How it will connect? By using this method. Number of I plus 1. Now in this case I plus 1, a remainder of n. So it will get to the starting index and it will again flow. Now we say what is the maximum subarray if it is a circular array? In this subarray, if it is a circular array, so we will connect only 5 and 5. So which will be 10. So we are getting 10 here. Yes. So what does this say? The last digit is connected to the first digit of this array. So how does it connect? It is connected by n plus 1 remainder of n. So in this case, here the I will be 2 plus 1, which is 3. So how many numbers are there here? So here I is equal to, in this case I is equal to how much? I is equal to 2. So I will be equal to 2. And what is this formula says? Number I plus 1, and we have to find the remainder of, and what is the length of this? This has 3. So we have to find 3. So 3 remainder of 3, thus this x will be 0. So num of 0. After 5, after reaching here, it will again go to the first digit. It is a continuous circular. It will never stop. It will come here, it will again go here, it will come here, it will again go here. So we have to find a maximum. In this case the maximum is here. In this case the maximum is here 5 and 5, and we have to omit this because the 5 will be, see, in this case it will be continuous here, and it will again come 5 and again come 3 and again come 5. It will be continuous. In this case the 5 here is maximum. I hope you got it. This. So 10 is an maximum subarray. Okay. We will solve this by Gaussian algorithm. What does this algorithm says? So whenever the number will be less than 0, so we will initialize, if the number comes to the negative, we will initialize this number as 0. So here, just assume here it is 3. So 4 minus 3. What is 4 minus 3? Which is 1. And it is still positive, so we don't need to make it 0. And after that, 1 minus 2 will be equal to minus 1. So in this case, what we have to do? We have to do it 0. So this is an guardian algorithm. So again we have to find the maximum subarray. We will use this formula. So 0. So now we have to add 1 here. The another one is 1. So we initiate has 0. So 1 here. So which is more than 0. So we don't have to make it again 0. And here in this case, what is this? Plus 3. So the answer will be for this is plus 4. The maximum subarray is plus 4. But in the problem, what does it says? If I use this same array into this problem, it will turn out to be 8. I will get 8 because after this it's again connected. So we will be not using this rule now, because in this case the guardian will be not valid because we will not get connected. It will end here only. So we will get maximum output here as 4, but we need maximum as 8. After this it will go again here and it will search it for 4, so it will be 8 here. I hope you got it. So we have to use another method. What is that another method? First, what we will do? First, by guardian array only, this approach. This is an approach. We have to try to find this approach. It will take time, but if you done many problems, you will understand how similar problem will be there. So I will tell you what is this approach is. First, we have to find the minimum subarray. In this array, we have to find a minimum. Here we found a maximum. In same algorithm, we have to find minimum. So in this case, what is the minimum here? In this case, we will find a minimum subarray. For that, so we will assume 4, minus 2, 1 and 3. So how can we do it for guardian from this one algorithm? So first we will say whenever a minimum subarray reaches more than 0, we will say that that temporary element is equal to 0. So I will understand it. So first we will add this guy 4, which is more than 0. Then this will be equal to now 0. We will reassign them as 0. So we have to find minimum. Here we found a maximum. So we have to find a minimum here. So we have to do opposite here. So we have to do here totally opposite. Now 4 will be added, but 4 is more than 0. So now it will be again going to 0. In this case, minus 2 is added. So minus 2 plus 0 will be equal to how much? It will be equal to minus 2. So which is more than which is less than 0. So this is valid. Now here we will check what is the next number, so which is also minus 2. So we will do minus 2, which will come to minus 4, which is the maximum, which is a minimum subarray. So we have to store this guy and we have to go here 1. So minus 1 plus 1, which will be minus 3, and again plus 3, it will be minus 3. What is the maximum here? So maximum is, what is the minimum subarray here? So minimum subarray was 4. So what we have to do? We have to say the minimum subarray for this guy is 4. Okay, so we used the guardian algorithm here to find the minimum subarray. So this is an approach. So another thing we have to say, so now we have to find the total subarray. So we have to simply add all the numbers in the array. So 4 minus 2, what is the 4 minus 2? It will be 2, and 2 minus 2 will be 2, it will be 0, and 0 plus 1, 1, and 1 plus 3 will be 4. So we will get the total array has, total subarray will be total sum is 4. I hope you got it. The total sum will be, this is sum, okay. Total sum of the subarray will be 4. And there is an observation by using this. If we do total sum, not subarray, total sum minus minimum subarray, we will get a maximum subarray in a circular array. So we can say here minus 4, we are getting 4 as a total subarray, and minus of minus 4, which will be equal to 8. So plus 8, 4, which will be answer equal to 8. Okay, you understood? But for this problem, there is an one edge case or a boundary case. What is a boundary case? So let's assume every number is here minus. So the boundary case here, every number minus 5, minus 7, minus 9, minus 10 and minus 2. Every number is minus. So what we have to do? We will not use this formula. We will do here simply return the maximum value for this array. So maximum number for this array is 2. So because so the 2 will come first, then minus will be less. So this is a simple, the minus 2 will be the maximum here out of this array. So we have to return the maximum to subarray answer. So this is a boundary case. The boundary case, if all are negative, then we have to say the maximum number for this array is minus 2. So we have to return minus 2. Only one this. This is only one boundary case. How can we solve this? So we will be using an optimized sum. So we will have 5 variables. First will be maximum sum. So we will initialize maximum sum as the lowest value in the integer. The lowest value in the integer we will initialize. So we will take a 4 variable: maximum sum, temporary max, total, minimum sum and temporary minimum. So in this case, maximum sum we will initialize as lowest value of integers. Then we have to say what will be the total will be 0, temporary max will be also 0, total minimum also will be 0. Now we have to go again check. For we have to iterate to array. So temporary max equal to 4 here. Okay. So now we have to check which one is larger. So integer minimum value is larger or 4 is larger? Obviously 4 is larger. So we have to reassign maximum value as 4. And now total will be also equal to 4. Now here the minimum sum will be the highest sum in the integers. The temporary minimum will be equal to 4 here. Now we have to find the minimum value of this both. So after finding the minimum value, so here is the something 200 some 2 million something. So and this is 4. So which is the minimum here? The minimum here is also 4. Okay, the total is 4. And here I say if the temporary minimum is more than 0, if we find the temporary minimum is more than 0, just do one thing, reassign temporary minimum has 0. If I find temporary minimum has more than 0, they will reassign them as 0. This is a Cardian algorithm. We will use Cardian algorithm here. Okay. Now next number is minus 2. And here the temporary max is minus 2. So which will be equal to plus 2. And you will check which one is higher. We have a reassigned integer minimum has 4. Now we have to check 4 is larger or 2 is bigger. So 4 is bigger. So we don't need to reassign it. Now here we have to total it. 4 minus 2 will be also equal to 2. Now it will check here. Now it will reassign temp minimum equal to minus 2. Because I have reinitialized as 0, we will add minus 2 here. Now we will check which one is smaller here. So we have to find which one is smaller here. 4 is smaller or minus 2 is smaller. So here minus 2 is smaller. So we have to say minus 2. We have to reassign this number as minus 2. I hope we got it here. Now next step is we have next number is also minus 2 here. So here again we have to do minus 2, which will be equal to 0. So and we have to check which one is higher. 4 is higher. And we have to check if it goes below 0. If this temp maximum goes below 0, what we have to do? We have to reassign this temp maximum as 0. I hope you got it. And here we have to do minus 2, which has plus 2 here. It will be, total will be equal to 0. Okay. Now for minimum sum will be equal to, now temp minimum was equal to -2. Now again we have to do -2, which will be equal to -4. Now you have to check which one is smaller. -2 is smaller or -4 is smaller? Right, -4 is smaller. So we have to reassign this number as -4. Now we have to go again add 1 and 3. So if we add 1 here, so we have to check which one is maximum. We have to say 4 is maximum, so we don't need to reassign it. We have to check 4 total, we have to add 1 here. So it will be now equal to 1. So we have to say +1, which is -3. Now we have to check -4 is smaller or -3 is smaller. -4 is smaller, so we have to say we don't need to reassign it. And we have to check for 3 here. Which one is smaller? 3 is, we have to add 3 here. Now 3 will be equal to 4, and this one is also equal to 4. And we have to say this -3 is already there, so we have to add 0. Now we have to check -4 is smaller or 0 smaller. Right, -4 is smaller, so we don't need to reassign it. In the end, the array will be, in the end, we will find this has how much? The maximum number has 4. Here the temporary max also will be equal to 4, and the total will be equal to 4. And here max equal to, here the minimum sum will be equal to how much? -4, and temp minimum will be, we don't need temp minimum. Okay. In the boundary case, if we found this, if the total is equal to minimum sum subarray, what we have to do? It is a boundary array. Just say whatever find maximum. If there's a boundary array, if there's a boundary case, how we can find boundary case? If the total is equal to the minimum sum, we will say this is a boundary case. Okay. If total is equal to the minimum sum, we have to say this is a boundary case. No need to do anything. Just return the maximum sum value. You have to return the maximum sum value. If that's a not case, if here 4 is different and -4 is different, so what we have to do? We have to use this formula. So 4 minus of -4 will be equal to 8. I hope you got it. And see, here we didn't get any chance by using minus here. If the temp maximum will go below 0, which is -10, -5, we have to reassign temp maximum as 0. This is a Cardian algorithm. Okay. Now we will solve this problem by coding. So we have how many variables? Here we have how many variables? Int, we have first have total, we will reassign as 0. Okay. Now what is another variable? Max sum. And what did I we assigned the max sum equal to integer of minimum value. So integer of minimum value. Okay. Now another is temp. We have to say temp of max. What did I assign here? I assigned them as 0. Okay. Another step is what we have to do? We have to find the minimum sum. So minimum sum, and I have to do, yes, I have to assign it to the maximum number of integers. I have to assign them as maximum number of integers. Maximum number of integers. Okay. Now I have to assign the temporary max, temporary minimum, that will be assigned to 0. Temporary minimum will be assigned to 0. I have made 5 variables. I hope you got it. Now what we have to do? We have to iterate to the array. We have to iterate to the array. For I equal to 0, I is less than, what is the name? Nums. Okay. Nums dot length. Sorry, this is not a string. I plus plus. Okay. Now what we have to check? We have to first add the total. We have to say just add to whatever total comes, just add it. Whatever number has, just add the total. So total will be plus and equal to nums of I. Okay. Now what we have to do? This is for a maximum. So what I told here, first do calculate the temp maximum. Temporary maximum. So temporary maximum will be equal to how much? Will be plus than equal to nums of I. We have to add every digit of the array. Okay. Now we have to see if the temps max is more than, if a temporary maximum is more than max sum, just do one thing, just reassign max sum equal to temporary sum. We will get the maximum sum here. Okay, we reassign the max value, we found the maximum value. Now what we have to check? We have to check if the temp maximum will go below 0, just reassign that number as 0, Cardian law. If temp max goes below 0, do one thing, just reassign temp max as 0. Okay. Now what we have to check? We have to check for minimum. Okay, so we did for maximum. For hash, same thing we have to do. Now we have to say temp, we have to do opposite here. Temp minimum, we have to just add them digit first, nums of I. Another case, so we have to check, what we have to check? The temp minimum should be, if the temp minimum is less than the minimum sum, we have to say reassign the minimum sum as temp minimum. So what I'm saying here, if temp minimum is less than minimum sum, do one thing, just reassign min sum is equal to temp sum. Okay, temp minimum. Okay, now what you have to check? In this case, we have to say if the temp maximum goes below 0, just reassign temp max x 0. In this case, totally opposite. If temp max is more than 0, then it's not max, it's minimum, then reassign that number has what? 0. I hope you got it. We did for maximum and for minimum, and we have to go outside the loop now. Now we have to check for two things. If the total is equal to the max minimum sum, we have to say the all array has negative value. The total, how negative value? We will keep on adding minus, and for minimum also we will keep on adding. At the end it will be equal. So if we say if the total is equal to minimum sum, then do one thing, just return the maximum sum. So whatever we find maximum, we have to return maximum sum here. Okay, we did it. And another thing, what we have to check? We have to return the maximum value. In this case, the maximum value will be, so max dot max of. So what is the maximum value? So in some case, the maximum will be more than the whatever we find the formula, or the formula will be more. What is the formula here? The total minus minimum sum. So here any one case will be more. So we will say max sum or total minus minimum sum. Okay, so we have same formula here, total minus minimum sum. Okay, let's see if says error or sum. Let's run it. It got accepted. Let's submit and see. Yes, it got accepted. It is running. So 91.89 and 61.67. I hope you got this. If there's any problem regarding this problem, do comment. I will tell you what, like I will explain again. I will comment. I will comment. I will try to come. I will try to explain you in the comment. And if you like this video, please do like. It will be great help. I will know like it was like it will be good. I will feel good. And please do subscribe. I was hoping to get 1k around after like 2 months. If I get 1k, I will be top of the world. So please do subscribe to my channel. I will keep uploading videos. Thank you. Have a nice day.